Today I thought I'd show off my Yu-Gi-Oh collection, or in this case the Yubel part of my Yu-Gi-Oh collection, and I'm starting with my old tech box here, which can no longer stay shut properly. It kind of broke on the inside, but it's still a really good deck. It's super sturdy too. And this is my current Yubel deck. It's a work in progress since I didn't really like when it became super popular. I kind of took a step back because I wasn't really liking the whole thing around it. But the entirety started right here with my first Yubel from the Phantom Darkness. I got this back in my locals back when I was a lot younger than I am now, and I traded an entire deck for this card alone, and I didn't know what it did until half a year later because it had so much text on it that I didn't feel like reading it. But hey, then I ended up reading it and I haven't stopped playing it since. It's kind of been my main deck ever since, and I've been running it with a lot of kind of random things I can find back to make it work. Never really got it that well as it is now. It's definitely a lot more consistent nowadays because of how easy you can bring it out, but it was still fun to play back then too. People hated me just because of that fact. Hasn't really changed much, clearly. And then whilst I was playing, I obtained this lovely playmat, which is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Hobby League playmat. I got this for a trade for one of my old playmats. I believe it was a... God, what's that called? It's like a structure there. It's like a water and fire playmat. But it was also like, not plastic, rubber. Because this is obviously in a plastic sleeve. So, I also have another playmat, a new one that recently came out. I don't know how to move this to you, but I'll give this to you. Thank you, by the way, for helping. I also got this playmat not too long ago. This one is a Japanese one, by the way. Because I got this before the one currently came out. It's not really like... I kind of like it because I am a little bit of a Jaden fan. I like the heroes and stuff like that. I just kind of wish that we could kind of like remove that off and maybe have like the first Yubel form back on it. Would have been a lot nicer. Boom. I also got a couple of Field Center cards. Got these a couple years back. These are for the 20th anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh! These were only Japanese. I got a playset of them and then one extra. These were supposed to just stay in my binding, and this one was one I was using. As you can see, they're kind of like weirdly foiled. They're not like the ultimate foils like the ones we're getting nowadays, but I've got these. These were very close to me, so it was easy to actually reach for them. Okay, next up we actually have a big box. Can I have the box from you? Thank you. This is quite something. This is an, well, it's an ultimate card. I believe they're called treasure hives, and this kind of holds a bit of a... Ooh, I'm worried that this might touch my keyboard. This holds a bit of a treasure in it. There we go. And this holds a bunch, and I mean a bunch of Yubels. These are all Yubels from different sets, different languages, first edition, unlimited edition. We have a couple of them that are from the Phantom Darkness, and with a couple, I mean, there's a bunch of them. I'm gonna see what else is in here. We have a couple from the Legendary Collection. Maybe I should have noted these down or something, because these are all still... This one is a rare one from the Raw Yellow Mega Pack back in the day. Got a couple of these. I believe we also have a common and an ultimate in Japanese as well. I'll see if I can find those back, because this box is kind of... it has a number of them in. I believe we are at... What was it, 96 of them? I think so. We also have some... We have some secret rares from the Legacy Collection, no, Legendary Collection, Legendary Collection from GX back in the day. Got a couple of those. We got some from the Battle of Legends. Some Ultras. I believe these are all gold Ultras. There might be a silver one here. I don't know. I can't see that well in here. We also have. I wish I knew where I put these, because this is a bit of a mess to go through. Not gonna lie. I would have assumed they would have been on the end of my Phantom Darkness ones, but apparently not. But we do have a couple of these ultimate rare ones too. I got 2 of these, and then I have a common one as well, because in Japanese from the Phantom Darkness end it came as a common. For some reason I can, oh, there we go, I found them. There we go. Got a common from the Phantom Darkness set. And then we have an ultimate, which came in the Duelist Pack tin box. It's kind of like a small blue tin box. Has Jaden on, Jesse, and Zane, I believe. I used to have one of those, well, an English one of those. But I don't know what happened to it. It just poof, vanished. Then we have some Terror Incarnates. All of these are Terror Incarnates. There's a bunch of these as well. Again, a bunch from different sets, a bunch from different languages. This is a German one, which is like Yubel Terror Incarnation to Unterweltung. I can read it ever so slightly, but not that well. I got a couple of ultimate rare ones. Not all of them are in that good condition, because like this one definitely has some damage to it. You doing okay? I'm sorry. But yeah, we have a bunch of these. They come from all sets that were currently available. The only ones I'm missing are the quarter century rare ones for the Yubels. I also have a couple, not that many, it's a small pack, of the Ultimate Nightmares. Some from the Phantom Darkness, some from the Legendary Collections and the Royal Omega packs. This one is a Royal Omega pack. It's a rare one. And yeah, this is like, I would say, I think it's 96 of them. I bought this nice, you know, treasure hive from Ultimate God just to keep them safe. I got them in little slip cases, or I don't remember what they're called. They're like slip cases or slide cases. Ultra Pro has them. What's the other one called? Game Genic has them too. This one is an Ultimate God, kind of like a booster slab, but like, you know, there's no booster in here, obviously. It's just a Yubel that's still in packaging. I never opened this. What? Aside from that, I also have a Phantom Nightmare booster box over here. I kind of want to have one of these from Phantom Darkness as well, but they're incredibly expensive, and knowing me, if I would even buy them, I would open it, and at that point it's definitely not worth paying. I believe they're like thousands, and like I think it's like $1,500, $1,600 are the ones we found on like eBay and stuff, and it's just not really worth it, to be fair. It's just for a nice display, really. Speaking of display, and these are kind of the last few things I have here. I've got these funky things. It's a tiny chibi Yubel keychain. I actually have 2 of these. This one is still in packaging. This one is not in packaging. And I also have a Jaden Yubel here, which is pretty cool. I got these on a what was that called? It's kind of like a Japanese auction site where I got these. They were actually relatively cheap, because back then, I think I got these like 2011 or something like that. No one wanted them. So these actually went for little to nothing. Yubel wasn't as popular as it is now. Obviously nowadays Yubel has just kind of like skyrocketed. Everyone wants to play it because it's kind of busted. And all I can think about is that in a certain sense, the deck still works the exact same way as it always has. It's just a little bit more consistent now. I also have, for the last few bits here, I've got a Japanese Elemental Hero Niels Kluge. When this was like released, I picked it up immediately because I wasn't sure if this was ever gonna get an English release, which it did. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely overpaid for this thing, but I'm kinda still happy I have it. It's like, you know, I really do like the Neospatian like playstyle for the heroes. They're not as good, especially because they lock you in so hard. They don't really give you as much like free space to do what you want to do. But I just really like them, and I like that they finally brought the fusion version of Neos Wiseman into, you know, the card game. But because the regular Neos Wiseman was just not that good, I don't know, I struggled summoning it. I did try, and I did one time. I had this fun idea of going in with my regular Yubel deck into a tournament, and my side deck was Neos Wiseman. And when I swapped it around, people were like, what the hell are you playing? Like, I thought you were playing something else. It's like, I don't know, I'm just having fun here. And last, we also have this. I picked this up just randomly on, I think it was, I don't know if this was on eBay or on a convention. I think I picked this up somewhere, clearly. These are actually standard size sleeves, which is a bit annoying since Yu-Gi-Oh! Isn't standard size. I wrote it on there, standard 70. Because these are 70 sleeves, they're standard size, sadly enough. But I really like them. As you can see, I even have it on my playmat here. This is a custom one I made from back in the day, because I actually didn't just play Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day. And it's, for those who know, they know what this is from. For those who don't, too bad. But that's it for the collection. I've got a bunch of stuff in common as well. Well, a bunch is a big word, but I have some stuff in common. I'm still working on my actual main deck. I might do that at some point. But for now, that's it.